The battle for control playing out at the state capitol. Texas lawmakers are taking up a number of bills that would override laws passed by local governments.
The list is a lengthy one, everything from bathrooms to property taxes. These are just some of the examples of attempts to wrestle away control and limit regulations passed by cities and counties.
KXAN's political reporter Phil Prayson was at the Capitol when Austin city leaders arrived with a simple message for state lawmakers: back off.
The sage in bloom is like perfume deep in the heart of Texas. Reminds me of the one I love.
It's hard to miss state leaders in town, especially if you're on the Austin City Council. Their policies are now in jeopardy. For decades, state lawmakers have liked the idea of local control, but now they just don't like these particular locals in control.
It is true that Austin is a little bit different than the other cities in the state.
Austin Mayor Steve Adler came to defend Austin's ban on plastic bags, fingerprint requirements for ride-hailing apps, short-term rental policies, the city's non-discrimination bathroom ordinance, and to try and stop a bill that would cap the city's budget. State lawmakers want the city to change in the name of economic liberty.
But I question that because Austin has one of the best economies of any city in the country right now. I think that's an indication that we're doing something right.
The lone conservative voice on Austin's council, Ellen Troxclair, says it's a good feeling to have backup in state committees.
It is.
Many conservatives here say there's a limit to local control.
I think the sovereignty of the cities comes from the state, and so we are completely within our purview to let them know when we feel like they're outstepping their bounds a little bit.
Many are looking at Austin this week for South by Southwest, including many just up the road at the state capitol. Phil Prayson, KXAN News.
The Texas Privacy Act, known as the Bathroom Bill, has tentatively passed the Texas Senate after several hours of debate and a 21-10 vote. It would overturn Austin's bathroom section of its non-discrimination ordinance. House leaders have not shown interest in passing that bill. The state is also suing the city of Austin. Last October, Attorney General Ken Paxton joined a lawsuit over the city's rules on short-term rentals, calling them an overreach that infringes on the constitutional rights of short-term rental property owners. Last July, the AG's office filed its own lawsuit accusing the city of violating the state's open carry law by not allowing properly licensed individuals to carry a firearm at Austin City Hall.
The battle over the sanctuary city ban picks up tomorrow with a public hearing in the House Committee on State Affairs. The Senate hearing last month lasted for 16 hours. More than 400 people signed up to testify. Most opposed it. SB 4 would require local law enforcement to turn over anyone arrested for a crime and in the country illegally to federal authorities. The bill strips away state grants if they don't. An amendment added in the Senate would allow department heads who refuse to be charged with a crime and then removed from office. And some people believe that provision is intended directly for Travis County Sheriff Sally Hernandez over her ICE detainer policy. As of February 1st, the Travis County Jail only places ICE holds on suspects who have been accused of capital murder, aggravated sexual assault, or continuous human smuggling.